Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome again in this storytelling into Thailand session. Thailand perspective. Uh, Session, and before that, let me introduce myself. My name is from Tip 4, and in today's session we will discuss about topic. Yeah, the topic is today about your hobbies. Yeah, you can explain, you can tell to us about the hobbies. Yeah, about your hobbies. Just that. Okay, maybe we can just start, yeah, today's session from the first participant, maybe Mr. Mr. Naufal. Okay, Mr. Naufal, are you ready?
Oh, wait, I'm like,
Okay, maybe if Mr. Naufal is not ready yet, yeah, we can go to the next participant first. Okay, maybe to mm, Mr. Rizky, you can explain first.
this is too early for me to speak. Is it fine? Sorry.
Okay.
Is it fine for me to speak now? I mean, it's too early.
Oh,
Too
okay, okay.
early. I should be at
Mm, oh yeah.
well,
Okay.
probably last order.
Okay, okay, okay. I will put the boss in the end game. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, maybe to Mr. Alvin. Mr. Alvin, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, ready.
Okay, okay, good evening, guys. My name is Muhammad Adi Dasar. I from professional high school SMK BPI 13 Surabaya. My hobby is oh, sorry. My favorite sport is playing basketball. You know, playing basketball. Okay, guys, continue my favorite sport. Basketball can be played in open field or outdoor or in a closed room or indoor. The international standard time for a on is 10 minutes. Uh, and it's different. The competition is format of 12 minutes per round. That little review of the sport of basketball. For more details, you can understand the story regular and the legend. Basketball is a game played by a sport teacher named James Naismith in 1891. At that time, James ventured to student called play indoors, especially in winter. However, the basketball that James played was different from what he is now. James just made some basic rules so that many people can accept them. Some of the rules that James applied, among others, each time consists of 9 people and there is no dribble technically. So, at that time dribbling was only done by throwing in the ball. Over time, this game continued to grow and began to be called basketball. This game spread in America and continued to grow rapidly until now. For the Asian region, China became one of the first countries to get to know the sport of basketball. Apart from Japan and the Philippines in the 1920s, people migrate to Indonesia and introduced basketball to the sport. In the 100 1913, basketball associations began to appear in various cities in Indonesia, starting in Jakarta, Bandung, Yogyakarta, Surabaya to Medan. Basketball then grew rapidly after Indonesia became independent in 1945. Okay, and story basketball. Any question?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alvin, for explaining about basketball. Maybe from the other want to give a question to Mr. Alvin about this presentation.
From it, no.
Okay, I think okay. Maybe from the other want to give a question, to ask a question to Mr. Alvin. Can go to the next participant. Okay, I think there is no question. Yeah, the other participant, and thank you to Mr. Alvin. We can go to the next participant. The next participant is Mr. Miss mm, Mr. Iksan. Mr. Iksan. Mr. Iksan, are you ready?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Panji. Hey guys, good night everyone. Introduce my name Muhammad Riksan. You can call me Iksan. I'm from the Semarang City and my agency is Central Java State Vocational High School. Without further ado, I will mention that my hobby is making fun or pranks by doing random. Then some people will, of course, already know my character and don't forget to play Mobile Legend often. Uh, else have idol in the Mobile Legend, namely Venus and Demon. This is I can say thank you. I will return to moderator. Maybe any questions?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iksan.
All right, I do probably. I have a question.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mentioned that your hobby is playing game, right, Iksan?
Yes.
Namely Mobile Legends game, right?
Yes.
All right. So you mentioned that you play a game, Mobile Legends game. Beside Mobile Legends, do you play any other game? Because you mentioned that your hobby is playing games, so I suppose your game is not just Mobile Legends, right?
But what?
All right. So you mentioned that you like to play game. Your hobby is playing game, right? Let me clarify this first. You like to play game? Yes?
Ngelek-ngelek, Mas.
Hold on. Wait. Let me wait. Let me check my transaction first.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. Is it clear now? Check. Make check A, B, C.
Aku mau ke room lain, mau lihat nih.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
your
me
sound,
clearly?
yeah,
Apa, Mas?
your sound is clear.
Oh, tahu.
Right.
Sorry,
So, Iksan, are you there?
sorry, Mr. Rizky. Your question is uh not here.
Right. Hello. Well, let me Iksan, are you there, Iksan?
Sorry, network.
So, my question is, uh, besides Mobile Legends, you said that you like to play game, right? Besides Mobile Legends,
Yes, I play
what?
Modern Warship and Clash of Clans.
Sorry, sorry, Alvin, your camera is distracting me. Sorry. Okay, so, so you like to play Modern Warship, right? Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Panji,
Maybe,
I will turn this to you
maybe
as the
you
moderator of this
know
session.
Ragnarok. Maybe you know. Maybe you know Ragnarok.
I know about that.
Ah, I played it. I played.
Oh, so you play Ragnarok, I see.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's it. That's all, I guess. I'll return this to Panji. All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for the question. And maybe the next, I want to ask a question to Mr. Iksan. Hello, Mr. Iksan, are you hear me?
Yes, I know.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, because you like your hobbies is to play games. My question is about how many hours a day do you spend to playing games? how many hours a day you spend to playing games?
Maybe 2 year. 2 year. Sorry. Uh, sorry. Uh, 2 hours.
15 years.
2 hours. 1 day. 1 day, 2 hours.
2 year non-stop.
No. Sorry.
Okay, so about 2 hours a day ya.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so about 2 hours per day ya. Okay, thank you, Mr. Iksan. Maybe someone else want to ask a question, Mr. Iksan.
Maybe no questions. Next participants.
But his hobbies, just feel free to ask ya. Mr. Iksan is open to your question. Okay, maybe there is no one again to ask a question. Thank you to Mr. Iksan about your hobbies to present about your hobbies, and we can go to the next participant again. Can go to the next participant again. The next participant is Mr. Mr. Raji. Mr. Raji, are you ready?
You okay. Hello guys, let me introduce myself first. My name is Aji Maun Ramadan. Mm, I'm from National High School on Probolinggo. And now I'm studying internship at Shamio Citating Science. My favorite hobby is drawing. My hobby since childhood, I like to draw, and now I am developing my talent in design. Coincidentally, there is a kebaya design project, and my hobby is maybe take a selfie and eating and then sleep. You can ask me anything.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raji. Any question to Mr. Raji?
Right. Oh, so what was your hobby, Aja? I suppose I have question. Or in fact, I have question. Right, me, Rizky Anugrah Ananto. You know me. Well, not, but I'll just introduce first. I am Rizky Anugrah Ananto. I'm the same as Panji. I'm from Padepokan Siamio and from Vocational High School 7 Semarang. So, Aji, I want if
Serius.
I
Pengen.
right, so if I'm not wrong, you mentioned about your hobby is eating, sleeping, right? I mean, yes, that's the usual human activity, but it's weird to consider that as a hobby. So let me get this straight, right? So your favorite things. So hobby actually means a favorite thing to do, and your favorite things to do is eat, sleep, and that's it. That's your favorite things. That's weird, man. But another thing, probably. So you say that your hobby is drawings, like making some design. So let's say, is that what is that? I mean, is that purely something you like, or is that just something that you have to do? I mean, someone ordered you to do that. Like, yeah, you do you have to do that paksaan atau suka?
I really like to drawing sejak kecil. So that's not paksaan, but pure my hobby. or maybe sleeping and eating not hobby. But if I eating and sleeping too much, I think that's a hobby.
Surely, if you can consider that as a hobby, that's fine actually.
Maybe you can speak slowly because I don't really know how to speak in English.
Okay, I will speak slowly.
Okay, Rizky, thank you for your question.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Rizky, for the question. And maybe I have a question to Mr. Raj. Okay. So about my question is, uh, you your hobby is to driving, right? Yeah. My question is, what picture do you like to draw? What picture do you usually draw?
I usually draw clothes because for now I'm focused to make kebaya design.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Raj. Maybe from the other participant want to ask a question.
You're welcome.
Can I ask Mr. Aji a question? Can you paint using watercolor, Mr. Aji?
A little bit because I just like to make sketcha, not to using watercolor.
Also like monochrome things.
Yes, you're
Okay,
welcome.
that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I think there is no question again. Yeah, can go to the next participant again. Thank you to Mr. Aji for the presentation, and for the next participant is okay, Miss Nanda. Finally, Miss Nanda, you waiting for so long for this?
Yes, I ready. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, hello everyone. Thank you for the time you have given me. Here I will tell you a little about my hobby. From childhood, my interest and talent and field of art, namely drawing. At the beginning, I remember I was impressed by my father drawing. He worked as a welder, so he needed sketsa to continue the project he was working on. Every time my father drew, I was paid attention to every movement, each line, and stood through on the paper media he used. And from there, I was curious and tried to practice it and continue to hone it and become a driving that I think is not bad. Only when I was in grade one, when there was an achievement to draw an atlas, namely the province of Java. At that time, I tried to be as detailed as possible and not and not bad, not bad. And from there, I got a lot of positive feedback, but from my father himself and from my friends and teachers. Since then I got more excited, especially when I am still developing my drawing. Um, I want to set screen permission from the Mr. Panji. Mr. Panji.
Yeah. Okay.
Share screen.
Okay. You can share screen.
Well, this is some of my work because from childhood I was accustomed to manual sketching. I can decide to be still if I want to draw digital. It can make for me to develop my drawing not only manually but also digitally. Okay, maybe that's all I can do about my hobbies. If I will we can talk. Thank you. If the other question can be asked like to the Mr. Panji. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nanda, for the presentation. So your hobbies is same as Mr. Haji, I think. Yeah. It is about drawing, and if I look your draw, that is so good. Yeah, so amazing. Your drawing is so good. Yeah, because I cannot drawing. Maybe from the other participant want to ask a question to Miss Nanda.
So, pardon me, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess there's a problem in this Zoom. Sorry for the background noise. So thing I want to say, apologize for the because I've got some Zoom problems. Also, Nanda, can you share your screen, show your drawings? Can you share your screen again? Right, Nanda, you are still.
Halo Putra.
Right, so you. Oh,
12 orang.
that's
12 orang sama aku.
cool.
Hello, Mr. Panji.
Banyak
Oh,
banget.
yeah. Hello. Well, that's. Do you draw it yourself using, or do you draw it digitally?
Tadi kok ngundang.
Yeah, Mr. Rizky, can you repeat it?
Do you draw it manually or digitally?
Can you repeat it, Mr. Rizky? Sorry.
I'll repeat this one more time, right? So do you draw it digitally or manually?
I tried manually.
Oh, so you're using pencil, right?
Yes.
Okay, sure. That's great. That's good art you've got right there. Really appreciate that. Okay. I can return this to Mr.
Yeah, thank you.
Panji right now as a moderator. Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for the question. Maybe from the other want to ask a question to Ms. Nanda, or we can go to the next participant again. Okay, I think we can go to the next participant. Yeah, thank you to Ms. Nanda for the presentation. And for the next participant, maybe from Mr. Noval, maybe. Are you ready to present?
Ready.
Okay.
Can I ask something like what's the topic about?
The topic today is about your hobbies.
Oh, okay. So uh, I have many hobbies. The first is reading books. I like books like adventure novels, maybe like the Gumi series by Terelie. Then I also like reading books like Atomic Habits by James Clear. As far as I know, the book is about small change that have a big impact. Then my next hobby is listening to songs. The song I like is I Wanna Be Yours and 18 from One Direction. I like to listen to music when I'm bored. Then maybe my next hobby is uh, watching anime. I like anime with mystery genre, thriller, basically anime with storylines that make me curious with unexpected plot twists. Yeah, maybe that's all from me. Any question?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Noval. Okay, maybe I want to ask first, yeah. Okay. Before I heard that you like to watching anime, right? And my question is, what anime are you watching now? The anime that you still watching now?
Now I watching Blue Lock.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, maybe from the other want to ask a question.
I already discussed with Nova regarding this topic yesterday, so I guess no for me.
Okay. Okay.
I have a question for Mr. Novel.
Okay.
Can you tell me the reason why you love Bumi series by Tereli?
Maybe the story.
Yeah, what do you think about the story or the plot?
Um,
Because I do love Bumi series by Tereli too. Because I just curious about your opinion.
um, I actually forgot about the story because the last time I read it was when I was in junior high school. So sorry, but I remember it's um okay, I forgot.
Well, that's okay. Thank you, Mr. Novel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. From the other participant, maybe one to ask a question. If there is no question, we can go to next participant. Please stay. Okay. We can go to next participant. Thank you to Mr. Nova. And for the next participant, maybe Miss Felicia. Excuse me, Miss Felicia.
Hello.
Yeah, you can present.
Can you hear my voice?
Yep, I can hear your voice.
So I think I'm gonna ask a little bit because I'm not really focused right now. A little. What is the topic for today? Is it sports or hobbies?
Okay, okay. Maybe there is an clear one, yeah. Yeah, like that, like that. It's up to you to present whatever about sport or about hobby. It's up to you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna talk about my sports, my favorite sports, because I
Yeah.
already tell my hobbies in previous meeting, in yesterday meeting with my own team. Okay, so hello again, everyone. And no, not hello again. Hello, everyone. My name is Felicia, and I'm from PGRI plus Cibinong Senior High School. Now I will tell you about our today's topic, which is my favorite sport. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make it short. My favorite sport is badminton and baseball. Actually, I don't really like any other sport than those two. I really hate doing sport that makes me instantly tired, such as running, sprinting, and any other running sport. But the confusing thing is, I really like to do those two sports, maybe like badminton and baseball that I mentioned earlier. And a little bit TMI, I once won a badminton competition. It's not a really important competition. It's like a neighborhood competition. Actually, I won in second place in women badminton competition at my neighborhood. Though I guess it's not a really proud. I guess not a really pride of me, but I think it was one of my achievement when I play badminton. And the second one is baseball. I actually I rare actually now I rarely play baseball now. I often play it when I was on elementary school until middle school, but I rarely rare, rarely. Okay, I think it's kind of hard to pronounce. But I rarely play it when I was on high school now, and I kind of miss it actually because my senior high school now is getting busy and busier these days. So thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Miss Felicia, for the presentation. We from the other want to ask a question to Miss Felicia about her presentation about her favorite sport.
I want to ask one. Probably I want to ask one, Panji.
Yeah.
Right. So what is that your favorite sport? Is that true? Basketball and badminton, Alisa? I'm not wrong.
No, it's not basketball, but it's baseball.
Oh, so there's no cat in it. It's just baseball.
Yes.
All right. So, well, I actually kind of wondering and yet confused when you say about you don't like the sport that makes you instantly tired, such as running. And football actually some kind of sport that makes you tired easily, right? Because it involves running. But probably I can spare the badminton one because you don't really do much running uh in badminton. But the baseball one, I mean, well, you do a punch, boom, and then you run it, right? You run to a certain point, or probably you do some trick. I mean, to get away from the ball, get away from the ball so that you don't get hit. So my question is, how do you like baseball when it actually involves running and as as before, running makes you instantly tired? That's it. my question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky. And now I will answer it right now. Actually, the reason why I like baseball when I don't really like running sport is because when you do running, you had nothing to do. Like you just running, you just running. Uh, start from the start line until the finish line. It's just running. It's basically just running. But when you do baseball, you have like an activity before you running. Like you punch you punch the ball like with the stick. It's just kind of it's just kind of fun. It feels like different when I do uh apa ya, a regular running. It's just when you running in baseball with you running with your running, just the basic running, it just felt different because you had something to do when you're running in baseball. I think that's all for me.
Like, so you mentioned that it's running is different, right? So the way you run in baseball, yeah, the way you run in baseball and the way you run in like marathon is just different because the running is not just running because it involves another activities such as punching the ball. I'm not wrong, right? I suppose the running was I suppose the running in baseball is not just running because before that it involves any other activities, right? I'm not wrong.
I'm sorry. Do you asking me a question?
Yep. Yeah, I'm just making sure of something. Yeah, like so you like the sports that doesn't it's not just about running, but it's actually running plus something, right? Like baseball.
Yes, actually. I do. Shh. I'm sorry. My place is just so noisy, so don't mind any other sounds. Yes, it's right. Yes, you're right. I like play basketball too, but not really that favorite. Yeah, it's not really my favorite, but baseball is my favorite up than baseball itself. I'm sorry if my word is kind of confusing.
Right, that's fine. Oh well, that's true, I suppose. Okay, thank you. I'll just turn this to Panji. Right, thanks. Sure. One Panji, you can talk as a moderator again now.
No. Someone want to ask a question again, or you can go again. Okay, I think you can
I have
join us, yeah?
question.
Okay, you have question.
Hello Felicia, I have a question for you.
Okay, what is it, Kevin?
My question is, although we were classmates, but I didn't know that you love baseball. Actually, that's really interesting, you know. So my question is, when did the last time you played baseball? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. And actually, the last time I played baseball is when I before entered senior high school. It was like when I waiting for my registering in senior high school. That is the last time that I play baseball. Actually, like it was in the end of junior high school. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Felicia.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you for the question from Miss Stephanie. Right, and I think we can go to the next participant because the time is limited. For the next participant, maybe from Miss Stephanie first. Stephanie, are you ready?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Panji, for letting me to speak. And before I explain about my hobbies, may I introduce myself first? Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Pramita Sandra Putri, or you can call me as Stephanie, and I'm from Plus PGRA Cibinong High School. And on this opportunity, I would like to share you guys about my hobbies. And I could say there are three hobbies that I love to do to spend my free time. The first hobby that I would like to explain to you guys was reading. And I love reading whatever I can get my hands on because it helps me to learn a lot of things. I read a lot of books such as fiction, non-fictions, biographies, self-help, and the others. And I believe that everyone should have a reading hobby because uh, by reading can build vocabulary and improves reasoning faculties, increase knowledge, and teach different forms of expression. And reading fiction has the ability to transport you to a different world, like the world of the author. And your imagination power is enhanced through reading. And readers often tend to become writers because reading activates the part of your brain that leads to coherent thought and expression. And the best advice given to writers is to read as much as you can. And one of my favorite book was called Laut Bercerita by Leila Chidori, and it was really awesome. And the second hobbies that I would like to tell you guys was sleeping. I don't know I should tell sleeping as my hobby or not, but sometimes I used to fill my free time by sleeping, and I really love sleeping because after I slept, my body going to feel fresh and energy. And the last hobby that I would like to explain you guys was swimming. I really love swimming because when I was swim, my body going to feel relaxed and it gives me satisfied self. And the other reason why I love swimming, it start when I joined like a swimming club when I was at third grade. And until now, I still feel excited to swim. And I think that's all from me. If you guys have some questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Fahmi. Okay, maybe okay, Mr. Rizky is want to ask a question. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So, uh, you, Stephanie. So, I mean, about the sleeping one, I mean, who else doesn't love sleeping? Everybody loves sleeping. That's for us. Well, when you mention about that part, when we read knowledge book, we get more vocabulary and we will know literally, we will know what to speak, right? So I agree with that. But when you mention about the reading fictional one, it will enhance like making your own word, right? So actually, if I want to see or read a fictional story, I actually prefer to see the visualized version of that. I mean, not by reading, not by novel fiction, but I prefer visualize like a movie or maybe a photo, because by reading a fictional novel, honestly, it blew my mind. I mean, literally my mind exploded. I cannot extrapolate. I cannot uh, what was it called? Imagine something that is happening in the novel. So, how do you think? How do you think reading a fictional novel is could really make your own world? Because by just reading, we cannot really make our own word. No, no, not we. Maybe it's just me, or maybe maybe there are any other people like me. So how do you think about that? I mean, you can create your own, right? You can create your own word by reading a novel, right? So, like, what kind of word?
Uh, Well, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for the question. So my answer is, I think every person has their own characteristic. Like for me and you, we have our differences, right? So, like in my opinion, there are some people who has an ability to imagine something by reading, and some of them has an cannot doesn't has an ability to imagine something just by reading, but they apa ya they can imagine or visualize something by watching a movies or something. So I think that's okay because everybody has their own ability and has their own characteristics. So yeah, like if I can like make my own work by reading because I have an ability to visualize something in my mind, like from reading. For example, when I read something about universe, I'm going to think like, wow, that's really cool. I could imagine there is like the other universe just by the text or sentences that I just read on the book. But uh, another opinion, there are some people that cannot do that thing. So, well, I think that's okay. My answer is that's okay because we are different from each other. Well, that's the point. If I could make it simple, we are different, you know. Yeah, sorry if my word is confusing you.
Listen, I'm not confused. I got your point. So
Oh, well, that's good.
well, actually, because you can imagine something. Actually, that's excellent. Yes, that should be useful. I mean, yeah, because well, it's like when somebody asks you, "Can you imagine something?" Blah 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 blah. You could imagine that because when somebody asks me about, "Can you imagine something?" No, I cannot. Oh, my mind is just empty or something like that. Yeah. So actually, that's great.
Yeah, and that's okay if you cannot imagine something. Well, thank you, Mr. Rizky.
Right. You're welcome. Well, that's all my questions. I'll return this to Terpanji.
Okay. Okay, thank you to all of you too, Mr. Rizky and Mr. Fani. Okay, thank you to Mr. Fani for the presentation. And we can go to the last question yeah, in this team to Mr. Rizky. Time and place are welcome.
Right, sure, Panji, Mr. Panji. So, actually, because I'm the last one, I don't want to be the one who wastes all the time here. So, let me be quick. Well, probably I'll just go like 5 minutes or maybe 8 minutes. Yeah, so I can debate. So, because there's some contradiction here. The day before I discussed about hobbies, and now I'm supposed to discuss about sports, but however, what got to discuss about uh hobbies. So well, I'll just discuss both of them. I mean, because one of my sports is because one of my hobby is my favorite sport as well. So I'll just mention it. So I've got a lot of hobby, just like Felicia and Nova. One of my hobbies are listening to music, and literally behind you right now is a 21 Pilots logo, where it's my favorite band, favorite music. Just a short story about them. 21 Pilots is American band music. They are from Ohio, so like Ohio, and their music are usually just rock and indie, but not that hard rock. Just some kind of something slow. Probably it's just something low. If you guys knows about the Heathens music, Heathens, the ones that with lyric All my friends are rhythms, take it slow. That one. You guys know that, right? Yeah. That was that is from 21 Pilots. And well, actually, it's actually weird. Me knowing me as a male, liking the voice of the Tyler, which is the vocalist of the 21 Pilots. I just don't know why. And this is that actually the first time I really listen to the lyric of the music, because I usually just listen to the note and the song, the music. Usually EDM, what EDM look like. And that's one of my hobby. And the second one is coding. Yeah, coding, right? Doing a code programming. And actually, right now, I'm even doing a code, Python, namely. Actually, this is part of my job, so I have to do this. Yeah, what I usually do is Python programming. Probably if you know about RPL, something like that, that's what Python is. And this Python actually involves math and programming, so you'll have to be expert at mathematics and programming. And to be honest, well, sorry to say that this just the math just so happens to be my favorite subject, so I really enjoy this coding and math. And another one, my hobbies. What was that? Playing a game. That's it. I usually play a game always, all the time. Either it's a PC games or a mobile game. And my mobile games as well. Uh, the most games, the most game, Mobile Legends, as you know. And I actually, for the PC games, I usually play the shooting games, pew pew pew, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, or maybe Valorant. I like them both. And yeah, game is a good time killer, but except for one time when game actually takes time more than what you need. If you are playing competitive games like Counter-Strike or Valorant, usually it will take time. It doesn't act as a time killer. It acts as a time murderer because it takes time more than you gave to it if you are playing competitive games. And so, well, probably another one. And the last one, we're also discussing sport here. My favorite sport is badminton. It's like Malaysia actually. Uh, but I used to play that. I used to. Now I don't play that anymore because I don't have the racket. I don't have the cock. I don't have the place. I just can't do it. I just don't have the place and the materials to do that. And yeah, the last time I played badminton was what was that? 2 years ago, or 2 years or 3 years ago. I forgot. It was a long time ago. So I actually do my things mostly is coding, playing game, and listening to music. Right. So probably this is just a skip. This is just trivia. Probably can you guys share your Spotify account just in case you have? I already have Panjit and Palishas and Nova. Probably Ehsan, Stephanie, or Nanda, or maybe Alvin. If you guys have Spotify, please can you guys type it in the chat? The link. I'll type mine. Spotify account.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky. Okay. Do you want to continue?
Right. Oh wait. So well, let me share mine, please. Hold on. Hey, how to share Spotify account? Can you show me, Panji, because I forget.
Okay, wait. I forgot to.
All right, that's fine. Let's just say
Just type
like
your username, I think. Just type your username.
Yeah, I'll type my username in my chat. So this is GE with Naruto profile pic. That's mine. What I type in chat. Okay.
Okay.
Hoping to see you guys account. Okay. I guess that's all for me because I'm running out of time. As I promised, 8 minutes. Okay. Thank you. I'll return this to Wanji.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky. Okay, maybe from Mr. Rizky presentation, there is a question from the other participant. Or maybe I want to ask to Mr. Rizky first, yeah. Okay. So my question is, how you split your time with that or many kind of your hobby?
Oh, okay. So what was my hobby again? Uh, playing games, listening to music, and coding. Actually, my badminton hobby is an abandoned one, so I guess that's not considered. But I usually play listen my music while coding, so I'm doing those two things in the same time, not separately, but in the same time. So, yeah, for the listening to music and play coding is the same time, so it can always be the same. And the other one, I mean, the playing a game one is when I'm free. And because right now I'm never free of all those assignment tasks in my work, I don't play a game. Yeah. No,
Okay,
I
yeah.
rarely play a game, more probably once in a week. I still play a game. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for the answer. I think that's enough, yeah. I think okay. Maybe from the other participant who want to ask a question first to Mr. Rizky, or we can end this meeting.
Because you are the moderator, I'll just leave it up to you.
Okay. Maybe if there is no question again, we can end this meeting. Yeah, thank you to Mr. Rizky for the presentation. Yeah, as a last man in this group, and yeah, I think I will end this meeting. But before that, I will tell you about tomorrow's topic. Yeah, tomorrow's topic is about what is your goals in this year, and you may prepare for the topic for tomorrow's meeting. And I think that is enough for today's meeting. Thank you to all you guys for joining today's session. Yeah, it's a good conversation. And okay, I think it's enough. See you tomorrow.
Thank you too, Panji.
Thank you so much.